Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I'm going to answer a question that is probably going to get me some hate from my brothers in the powerlifting community and the strongman community. And it's something we as powerlifters don't always want to admit, but the truth of the matter is, yeah, there is certainly some truth to it. Someone had asked me is it true when Mark Ripto has said things like when you get to about 15% or higher body fat, as a male lifter, does a calorie surplus in bulking help you as much as if you're leaner because you have that energy reserve around your waist? He says it doesn't help you as much. And the truth is that is true. And if you think about it, it's more true the higher you get. I would say around 15% body fat, your returns are going to be diminished as far as performance gains from eating a calorie surplus. And at around 20%, you're probably gaining minimal to no extra performance by gaining extra weight or gaining extra body fat from the calorie surplus. At that point, you're just not. And I don't even mean in terms of your Wilk score, in terms of your strength ratios, because we know that obviously the leaner you are, oftentimes the stronger you are in terms of body weight ratios and in terms of your Wilk score and relative strength. But I'm talking in terms of absolute strength. At that point, it's just so small, you might be getting some extra strength because of leverages on being able to drop a bigger butt, heavier butt backwards on a deadlift or something, or cutting the range of motion on the bench press by bouncing off your moops. But you're not really getting a performance edge, because the truth is we need those extra calories to recover. And when you start getting to those sort of body fat percentages, and this is something, again, I'm guilty of myself, so I'm not trying to sit up here and act like a guru sitting up on a mountain giving you the truth, because I'm human, I'm flawed, I make mistakes, I have my own hang-ups and biases just like all of you. And I'm guilty of doing this myself, of bulking up to heavier body fats than I really need to do to gain strength. It's a very common problem in the powerlifting and strength sport world. But yeah, if you think about it, you need that extra calories for recovery, to recover between sessions, to give you training fuel. And the thing is, after you've trained and you're now resting in your recovery mode, people who are leaner don't have much in the way of body fat stores to draw from for energy. They've got to have that calorie surplus coming in. But someone who's 18 or 20% body fat has a energy reserve that if you're a trained lifter, if you're training, you have good insulin sensitivity. You don't have the issues that someone who's sedentary has. Your body will absolutely use those body fat stores for energy for recovery. It will tap into them after you train, and when you're at rest in between your training sessions or when you're sleeping, it will do so readily. You don't have the insulin resistance that a sedentary person does with extra body fat. You can use them. They are essentially a calorie surplus sitting there waiting for you to tap into. When you start getting under about 15% body fat, you just don't have the same reserves. Your body doesn't pull them as easily. So you're not getting the same benefit. But that is true. If you're in the 15 to 20% body fat range, you probably don't need to bulk any further to get stronger at that point. It doesn't mean you necessarily need to cut, but you could go on a recomposition diet to where you maintain body weight. Or you go on such a small surplus on a bulk that you are completely lean bulking at that point. I'm talking where you're literally only gaining a pound a month of body weight or less. Tiny surpluses or some sort of recomposition diet would probably be better for you at that point, because you're probably not going to gain additional strength by gaining weight more quickly at that threshold. The exception might be novice lifters. These guys, the more food you can stuff into a first-year lifter, the better. But once you get out of that novice phase and those noob gains are over, it's probably not beneficial at all in terms of your strength gains to bulk beyond that. All right, guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.